Welcome to week 3, Kings. We are going to dive deep into belief systems now. What are they? How do they show up in our life? And how to start to change the belief systems that we have about ourselves, the world, and other people for the better. Getting rid of our limiting belief systems. So, first of all, what are belief systems? A belief system is an ideology or set of principles that helps us to interpret our everyday life. So, for example, a religion is a really good example of an external belief systems, right? Go and pick up the Bible. It's got a set of rules, the 10 commandments. That is a belief system. Internally within this Prince to King container, the King's Code similarly can be interpreted as a belief system, right? However, we have our own belief systems running internally to give us structure on how we interpret the world and everyone and thing in it. So we have these systems, these beliefs inside of us that say money is the root of all evil. Women are bad. My teacher hates me. My boss doesn't like me. Work is good. Work is meant to be hard. Life is not meant to be easy. All of these things are belief systems that help shape how we show up as individuals in the world day to day. And our beliefs dictate our thoughts, which dictate our emotions, which dictate our actions, which dictate our results, which then as a result reinforce our beliefs. And these become hard to change by definition because you believe that your beliefs are true, right? For so long, I held on to a belief system that women would hurt me, right? That if I was vulnerable, if I showed up in relationships, they would hurt me. So what I did was as a result, showed up in my relationships with that belief. So it dictated my thoughts. Oh, she's going to hurt me eventually. Which then dictated my emotions, which was, oh, don't open up. Don't be too vulnerable. Don't show her all of you because then she'll hurt you, which dictated my actions, which was doing things to protect myself. And that came out in the form of cheating. So my belief was they will hurt me. My actions became, as a result, well, I will protect myself from that through distancing themselves, through doing things that mean, oh, well, she's not the one, right? Because as soon as I cheated, my internal dialogue was, well, if she was the one, I wouldn't have cheated. And so it protected me from going all in, which dictated the results. She would break up with me and they wouldn't find out. They would just break up with me. Oh, she's hurt me. She didn't even know that I cheated. She's just hurt me. Reinforce my belief women will hurt me, right? So you can see how that plays out in that instance. And we've all got our own beliefs. We've all got our beliefs that dictate thoughts, emotions, actions, results, right? Another one, a belief system around money is hard to get, which run the thoughts, fuck, it's really hard to make money, really hard to, which dictate the emotions of, well, it's useless, it's futile. I can't help make money. It's too hard, it's too difficult. I feel sluggish. I feel like, oh, it's such hard work. Just dictate my actions. Well, I don't actually work that hard. Just dictate my results. Oh, I've worked, I haven't gotten the money, reinforce the belief money's really hard to get. You switch that around, money comes to me easily. Money is abundant. Money is everywhere. I can make a lot of money. My thoughts are going, yeah, man, money's easy. I can make that. I can do this. I can do this. My emotions, I'm energized. I'm excited. I can't wait to make money, which dictate my actions. I go out into the world and I find ways to accumulate wealth, which dictate my results. I start to accumulate wealth, which reinforce my belief, oh, money's really easy to make, right? So we want to start to understand, well, our belief systems, but also how do we change our belief systems? Think about babies. Okay, babies are blank canvases. They come into the world and they're nothing but joy, laughter, and smiles. And all of us are only born with two fears: the fear of falling and the fear of loud sounds. They're the only two fears we're born with, right? Everything else are learned behaviors, learned beliefs. So you'll see as we start to get older, we're this little happy baby and the world's our oyster, and we're happy to make mistakes as we're trying to learn to walk, right? We're trying to figure out how to speak. We're trying new things. We're super curious about the world. We come out and we're like, oh, wow, this is amazing. And my parents love me. And oh, the world's amazing. Everyone's smiling at you. You know, you think about babies, everyone's smiling at babies and really happy towards them. You get a little bit older, primary school, teenage years, right? You've started to have a bunch of other people's beliefs forced onto you, right? You have to do this. This is the way the world works. This is what women are like. This is how you should show up. And you get all these added stresses on top, and they become a part of our identity. They become a part of our belief systems. Okay? School isn't meant to be fun. It's meant to be hard work. What if school could be fun? What if, because you believe that school is not fun, you go up and you wake up every day with that belief school's not fun? And so even when school starts to get fun, you self-sabotage and tell yourself, no, 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 school's not meant to be fun. And you self-sabotage and you do something to make it not fun, right? Or the same thing goes with work, okay? Or uni, right? These belief systems get put on ourselves. And then all of a sudden, here we are as adults, and we've got all these fears, we've got all these limiting beliefs that are controlling our life, that are making us, because they're unconscious, making us show up in ways that we probably don't even want to show up as. You know, oh, I wish I could be more confident. Why not? Why can't you? Why can't you be more confident? 99% of the time, it's because you've got belief systems about who you are. Well, I'm not confident. That's a belief. Go backwards. I am not confident. Thoughts, you start to play small. Your emotions, you start to get insecure. Your actions, you show up from an insecure place, dictate the results. Oh yeah, I am not confident. Reinforce the belief, right? And that goes all around and round and round. Everything starts with shifting our beliefs. So where do our beliefs come from? Our conditioning, our core beliefs. So these are the beliefs that we internalized as truth before the age of 7 about ourselves, others, and the world around us. So between the ages of 0 to 7 is where you will develop 95% of who you are now from a belief standpoint. And if it's from a belief standpoint, again, to go backwards, it's going to run your thoughts, emotions, actions, and results. So 95% of who you are was internalized as truth before the age of 7. Next, we've got our habit behavior. So our unconscious autopilot responses, including the way we speak, react, and the thoughts we practice, which we went over last week. And we can change our habits as well as our core beliefs. We can change our core beliefs too through hard work. Coping mechanisms, the way we cope with stressful emotions and situations. Your trigger is your teacher. For something that I ran on autopilot for so long because it was unconscious. Okay. And I'll give you the full story. I'll try to make it as short as possible. Okay. 18, 19 years old, my partner cheats on me with my best friend, caused a massive amount of hurt. Okay. A massive, massive amount of hurt. A couple of years later, went through another really traumatic breakup with my girlfriend at 21. Those two events caused me to fucking hate spending time alone and hate spending time alone at night. So what would happen is I'd be busy through the day like we all are, and it would get to 7, 8 o'clock after dinner. And my trigger, so my stress response would start to kick up. Oh, there's nothing stimulating around. So find something stimulating. Because I didn't want to have to think about the trauma, the pain that I had not healed, even though it was 2, 3, 4 years on. And so what I would do is I had 3 main coping mechanisms. One, some sort of distraction on technology, so TV or PlayStation. Number 2 was women. Okay, I need to be around a female. I need to be around her. That'll make me feel better. And 3 was food, fast food especially. It would be 10 o'clock. I've already had dinner, 10 p.m. Okay. All right. Time to order some McDonald's again. Make me feel good. And oftentimes it wasn't just one of those things playing out. Bad habits tend to clump together. So what it would look like would be I'd stay up late watching Netflix or playing PlayStation, and then I would order the fast food as well. So I get that double hit, those coping mechanisms, because that's how I cope with stressful emotions and situations. Now I've changed that because I've delved into my belief systems. I've delved into doing the work, delved into healing, and changed how I cope. Okay. Now it's meditation, journaling, exercise, right? And that comfortability of being alone as well, sitting in the fire, sitting in the pain. So, who were the biggest influences in your life at that time from 0 to 7? Odds are your parents. So, even if you had the very, very best parents in the world, only 40% of your belief systems will be positive contributors to your life, which means 60% are going to be limiting you. If you have the best parents, 60% is going to limit you. So, all of you right now, at the very best, have 60% negative beliefs running your life. So there's a lot of fucking work that we can dive into. It's all about unlearning what doesn't serve us. It's all about going backwards in time to how can we embody these younger years where we didn't have those fears, we didn't have those limiting beliefs. Okay, we can take what we've learned in the process so far, but we're trying to unlearn what doesn't serve us. So we can still hold on to the 40% that's really good, right? Hold on to those beliefs that we've got. Oh, yeah, you can do anything you want in the world. If that's a belief that you've got, great, hold on to that. Amazing. It's just about unlearning the fears, those core beliefs that don't serve us. And then that way we're able to go from where we are into our most powerful version of ourselves. And it is a process. It is a step-by-step process of unlearning one thing, stepping into your power, unlearning another, stepping into your power. It's continual. Okay. I'm still going through this process. I'm still working with a coach twice a week. Okay. I'm still unlearning a lot of fucking limiting beliefs and then putting in place positive ones so that I can start to run my life from a positive belief standpoint. Because again, our beliefs dictate everything. Okay. Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values become your destiny. Mahatma Gandhi. So we need to start on a really solid foundation of positive beliefs, of good belief systems that are beneficial to where we want to go and where we currently are. A lot of the time, these beliefs were formed as a result of some sort of pain, some sort of trauma, and they protected us, right? My belief, women are going to hurt you, so protect you. Women are going to hurt you, protect. No, they may have served us in the past, but they no longer serve us. Okay, that belief was not serving me really ever. Okay, it served me at the start to distance myself from the pain, but then it's put me into a different kind of pain. So we need to shift our beliefs. Okay, rise, young kings.